Game number 1, game number 2, depends on how you want to look at it, between Team Ash and Chili Mountain. And guys, there's a lot of drama to cover, so yeah, pay a bit of attention what's going on here. Now, first of all, some of you might ask, hey, what is Team Ash? Pretty much, Team Arthur's disbanded, and Arthur's Droid Realm always abbreviated into Team Ash. We never really used it because we could display the entire name on our scoreboard. But now the team more or less disbanded. Stork was the captain, he left, but the team, they want to play out the season of the Masters Clash. And so they have a couple of the players back in here that already played for Team Arthur's. So I guess the backbone of the team is still here. And they have Zelia today, who is acting as a sub-player. As I mentioned before, by the way, Zelia is still playing Heroes of the Storm. He has a Smurf account that he's playing. So it's not like the guy comes in after 2 or 3 years of not playing a game and all of a sudden is still owning here, so he still has the experience. But that's not the only thing that's really going on. You might look at the scoreboard and you're like, wait a second, I just tuned in, what's happening? Why are they in the lead? And the reason is simple. One of the players on the side of Chili Mountain came late, and the admin, instead of being lenient here today, which they've done a lot in the past, he just said, nope, today we're going to enforce the rules here. We warned you guys already a few times that if you have players come in late, you're going to lose the first map by default, and today we're going to enforce that. And, well, that's it. So we had a little bit of drama and a bit of a little personal infight between one of the players and the admin, but at the end of the day, the admin just said, like, nope, decision is final, even if the player shortly afterwards joined the lobby. We've warned you guys over and over throughout the season, and today, this is where we are drawing the line. Again, enforcing the rules. You can argue that they should have been a little bit more lenient, give them a couple of extra minutes or something. But then again, there's also the argument that you should just come in and enforce the rules as they stand and make sure that everything works in time. So that's pretty much what we are seeing here right now. Therefore, the 1-0 lead for Team Ash, despite the fact that we haven't actually seen a map yet. So this is technically the first map in the series. We got the birdie taken right away. Well, Skya Foundry is the first map, as you can see. Renella coming in with Malfurion. So we got both of the birdies on the red team side. And yeah, it's a spicy game now. As you can imagine, the talks about the map for the second game and lobby and all of this was a little bit more heated like you would usually see. At some point, I really thought we wouldn't see the series at all. I really thought that if the infighting continues, that the admin would just call a free win for Team Ash at some point, which would have been kind of funny if you think about it. The team has struggled throughout the entire season to get a lot of wins, and now that they are more or less disbanded or the leadership changed, whatever you want to call it, now they're coming in and are winning something by default. Anyways, we got Diablo in. Medivh gets banned so that you can't go Leyline into Apocalypse. Uther is was banned, Garrosh was banned. But yeah, here in Volskaya, it's an interesting setup, because the interesting part for me personally was that Team Ash, they banned out Sky Temple. And it really feels like it's just like a bad map for them, because normally when you go up against Chili Mountain, the maps that really come to mind that you want to ban out because they always pick them are Volskaya Foundry and Alderac Pass. Those are the two that are a little bit out there that they really like to take. Now, to be fair, the map choice here was made by the red team. So it seems like Team Ash is just saying, hey guys, we are also pretty good on Volskaya Foundry, so we want to play that out. We got Mei now, we got Rexa, and there is Zeratul and Chen. Could we go old school on this one? Void Prison into APOC? I don't really think so. I mean, again, Europe is very much all in on that Might of the Nerazim style, which is exceptionally powerful for Zeratul. But every time I see one of those old school one-bow combo setups, I'm wondering if they might just go for it after all. Time will tell, we'll see. Tychus, on the other hand, gets now taken. So it's about damn time. Volskaya Foundry, everybody. Game number 1, technically, between Team Ash and Chili Mountain. Game number 2. Chili Mountain is 0-1 against Team Ash, and on the left side here on Volskaya Foundry, what do we get? We got Gia on Zeratul, Azerite on Cassia, Barkult on Diablo, going straight into the Devil's Due on level 1, Swamgrotta on Chen, we got Mako and Lucio. And towards the right side of the map, the red team with Renella on Malfurion, the sub of the day, playing the birdie. Bishops on Tychus, Denado on Mei, and Murenas is playing Raxa. Okay, let's go and get the party started here. The first real game between the two teams. But yeah, Chili it's always weird when I cast Chili Mountain, I gotta admit that, because I just don't really know what to expect from them. And Team Ash, honestly, they get the first kill in. I mean, Chen pretty much kills himself here. But that is a good start for the red team. I mean, again, they're starting things off with a quick kill. So there's that. And that gives them a little bit of a lead. Raxa is already at the bottom of the map here, sitting tight. 10 stacks for Cassia. Our girl definitely capitalized on that little bit of a brawl that we had in the middle. It should be a fun game. It should honestly be a fun one. Again, there's always a little bit of a honeymoon phase too whenever you have a team changing some of their players, when you have a sub coming in, so that can be really beneficial. Now in the long run, of course, synergy between players and coordination is going to be way more important. But whatever the problems were in the past, maybe they have now under new leadership a chance to play this out more like they wanted to. But yeah, again, time will tell. They're still going to try to go to the offline event, of course, and going to do their thing. We currently have all the way up at the top side. Bishop's already pushing this out. He's going to be the one to very likely go for the bigger they are, so that they can not only bully Chen a little bit, but more so even Diablo. So that's what you would expect, especially with, let's say for example, Misha comes in with a stun, also Mei with some nice CC, and then you get the bigger they are duration through. It would be pretty sexy, but we'll see what Bishops is going to do here. So they're controlling the point, they go for the extra item, each team has already locked in one of their turrets, and on top of that we get Denado now with the healing beacon. Good for them. Now another thing, of course, is also that you gotta ask yourself, is Chili Mountain maybe a little bit tilted right now because they lost the first map with the default loss, or are they just saying like, yeah, whatever, screw it, we're gonna win it from here on out? I mean, we'll find out eventually, I suppose. Now, Morena's down here gets attacked, but they won't be able to take him down anytime soon. Also noteworthy that Zelia is not playing support. Keep in mind that he also played a lot of Tracer in the times of HGC before he switched back into the support role. So it's not like the guy can't play the damage dealers. And especially since right now on his Smurf account he's mainly playing Storm League. That's also something where he will have to shift through different roles as well. So we're definitely going to see him trying to make a bit of an impact there, and especially on the macro side, they're the only ones that have a global, so that can help them later on in the game, especially with the potential pick into secret weapons, start to take some structures down as a level 7 talent. Anyways, 10 stacks also for Zeratul, so the stacking process is going pretty well. Azerite is also locking in quite a few hits on the Lightning Fury, 23 stacks at the 3-minute mark. I mean, won't be able to complain about that. So there it is. But now that the first objective is already up and alive on the map, the red team has taken control. Yeah, playing over here in red and on the Russian map. There's a little bit of a home advantage for them. Our Ruskis here doing well. But yeah, level 7 is what both the teams are looking for. That's why we still have heroes on the side lanes. You want to get the level 7 for the first objective. And of course, someone has to deal with that too. If the camp pushes in, that's going to be some structural damage that you're going to try and avoid. And Zelia is the one to move in. Gets immediately attacked and chunked down by Zeratul. But the team has to give up the checkpoint anyways. Their secret weapon, as expected. Now that they made Boomerang, or the old school Boomerang baseline, that is all of a sudden a solid pick, especially when you're trying to push the side lane and take structures down. Because that is the ideal scenario where you get the full value out of the talent, always assuming, of course, that nobody is trying to hunt you down while you do it. So here we go. Up at the top, the push for Zelia, and he drops the item, but he is alive. A little bit of a panic moment for him, of course, so he drops the turret just to make sure that he's not losing it to the opponent. But, well, he's at least alive, but that's one turret down. They still have the healing beacon, so there's that. And let's go. Zelia flying in. The birdie, the chicken, and they are trying to burn Swamgrota down again. And Swamgrota is making it out, but oh boy. That chunk from the bigger they are in particular, whew, sexy, and that's a protector. So the first objective is taken right away by Team Ash, and good stuff. this def win on the first map might really be a big win for them. They could easily take the series. And given the fact that with a little bit of luck and a nice performance over the last couple of play days in the season, Team Ash might also be able to improve their position in the standings. That's kind of important. One of their direct competitors is Chili Mountain. Can you imagine how this would quickly change if we have a 3-0 victory for the red team right now? That would definitely be a bit of a game changer and all of a sudden open up a lot of opportunities throughout all of that. At that point, we have still the attack all the way up at the top side. And yeah, they are taking down the fountain, or at least they were trying to. The wall has suffered. The fountain is still in. So the fountain is at least still in. But yeah, they're not getting any additional kills. Look at the experience though. The blue team is a bit ahead. As long as this fight is not centering around heroic abilities, they're still going to be fine. Picking up another healing beacon. That's the second one that they were able to lock in. Damage output. Look at Cassia. She's at 50 stacks. 6 minutes in and 50 stacks. Damn. That's 17,000 damage for Cassia. And they're about to take Zed. Ooh, there's the kill. And the spray on point too. Nice. Swamgrota on the other hand, he gets bullied again. Interestingly enough, Tigers with 11,000 damage. I expected him to be a little bit higher. And we get the Triple Panda. Triple Panda setup for Chen. And I'm just looking at Azerite and his damage output, because if he keeps that stacking rate up, oh boy. Now, to be fair, he also went up against the Protector. It's always a bit easier to stack against the Protector. You're pretty much getting guaranteed hits in. But they are doing well. Despite the fact that they lost the first objective, they still held on to their top fountain. Item control is, of course, going to be important here as time continues. It really comes down to the question of whether or not the red team can, after the bigger they are and a bit of a lockdown at the front line, take one of the two melees down quickly. Well, Chen and Diablo. Technically, Zeratul is melee, of course, as well. But they're going to focus their attention with the bigger they are, most likely on the more hit point heavy heroes. So, yeah. 1 kill for 1. And there's the party. Yep, 4 is 4. Here's Misha. Where's the stun? There we have it. But instead, Zelia gets attacked. Zeratul gets gusted away, but he gets the bird anyways. But here's the kill. A 1-for-1 kill setup as the brawl continues, and Berkult finds himself in trouble. He's in deep shit now, and he goes down. Still had the stacks, of course, on the baseline, so he'll be back to business. And another root is hitting home. Azerite is by now sitting at 63 stacks. He's trying to give Dino a run for his money. Dino still the record holder in competitive play on the stack count. 160. 160 or 170 was what he got in a competitive tournament match on Volskaya Foundry. So Azerite seems to be in a position where he's saying, like, today that record is falling. Well, time will tell. I'll not hear that just yet, but, well, let's go. So, down to the bottom of the map, Zeratul pigging it out. Going for the money pick, the best mount in the game. Hands down. And they're trying to go for Berkult again, and they get the kill. Diablo, he came, he saw, and he died. Veni, Vidi, BG. So, with Dibbles down again, I mean, obviously, as long as he doesn't have a lot of stacks towards the baseline, he's also a lot weaker in the hit point pool, and that makes it much easier for the red team to burn him down. Second objective is now being fought over too. And it's actually May that rotates around a little bit. Zelia is realizing very quickly that he's on Zeratul's shit list. So Zeratul is always going to go for the birdie. Apparently our Protoss likes chicken. But for now they're locking in the additional item. That's 2 healing beacons that they currently hold in their hands. Plus the additional turret on top of that too. So there's that. And well, here comes the push all the way up at the top. 2 kills to 4. Swamgrota trying to take the position, but down here, Dinado sliding in again. That didn't really have the desired effect, but at least he zones them out a little bit. Was hoping to set the team up again. Now with Misha in the mix, Azerite on his Cassia could technically try to get some additional stacks together too. And, well, let's see. Zelia so far, he is doing I mean, kind of okay. 17,000 damage isn't really bad, but he's also the one that died 2 times already. Seems like the blue team is pretty much abandoning the top for now, and instead is trying to double check if they can lock another item in, and indeed they do. They steal the turret away, and Zelia's already forced to use the Mighty Gust again. So he's under a lot of pressure here, as you can tell. And he's getting a little bit scared here. I mean, oh well, he's overly cautious, I would say. For a good reason, because Zeratul hunted him whenever he had a chance. But that's a lot of gust that he's throwing out in those situations now. Seems like we're going to see another guaranteed protector. Still a slight experience lead for Chili Mountain, but with the protector now in play, that means that at least a fort should fall. And talking about falling, Zelia getting attacked again, hugging the towers a little bit to make sure that Gia gets punished if he wants to make the play here. And still playing out there. Top side though, there's the push. Fountain is down. They're trying to go for the fort. This one is going to fall one way or another. But what about the fight that we're going to see in a second? Because the bird can fly in, and that's what's happening. Birdie's flying in. Is that a gust? Doesn't have it. 2 seconds. Could reposition and try to gust it out. They're going for the panda maybe. Bishops is in trouble. And they're isolating the panda with another mighty gust. And the panda is down. So is the bird though. Yeah, that's the problem. They can't keep him alive here. The combo of Diablo. Bishop still alive. And he gets the grenade through. They're locking in Diablo. How did Taika survive there? Nice job by Malfurion. And talking about Malf, he's dead. Bishops also gets farmed, so that's 3 down on the red team side. It started off well for them, but now they're just losing too many heroes here. And look at the amount of stacks for Cassia. She is sitting at 95. 95 stacks on the level 1, and I want to highlight again that we are only 11-12 minutes into the game. So yeah, pretty rough. And Zeratul, he is shitting on the bird. I mean, if you watch this game a little bit more, that bird is not going to be white anymore. That bird is going to be brown. Because Zeratul is taking a dump on Falstad every single fight that they get here. And Zelia, after he gusted and tried to isolate Chen, who they killed, had pretty much no tools anymore that helped him with the survivability. So they need to somehow control Zeratul when he makes his move for Falstad, or they're going to be in real trouble here. So either way, 5 kills to 5. And by now, we have 99 stacks on the side of Cassia. And our girl is at it. Here's Tychus. Renella is down this time. An easy kill against Malfurion. Yeah, it's 6 kills to 5. Slowly but steadily, the blue team is picking up the pace here. We all of a sudden are also seeing the triple panda. They're trying to jump on Tychus again. The gust, a bit of an isolation move as they're diving back to the fort for a bit of added security. 105 stacks now. I'm telling you, he's breaking the record today. If Azerite keeps this up, he's breaking the record. And his damage output is going to increase as this continues. I mean, he is crushing. It honestly feels like the guy is getting double stacks at this point. 60,000 damage. I mean, it really feels like he's getting twice the amount of stacks for every single Lightning Fury that he throws out. It's bonkers. That guy is speedrunning that quest. It's kind of crazy. Now we got him at the top lane now, and the panda in the middle. Everybody else is still down here at the bottom. But things are looking very good for Chili Mountain here in game number 2. And I have to admit that Team Ash is struggling mightily. Now they're not out of this yet. With the Tychus combo, they definitely have the chance to blow a target like Diablo or Chen up in seconds. Simply because the bigger they are is such a great tool for them. But down here, another attack. The attempt to save... Oh, they're saving him. Nice, good job. So they're keeping him alive. Well done. Rexa is still in play. But 120 stacks already for Cassia. We are only 14 minutes in. So the next objective is up, and this time we're looking at the bottom of the map, of course. Svamgoroda is already pushing this out a little bit. The birdie up at the top. By now we have him with the afterburner as well. So Zelia is going to try to put a bit of distance between himself and Zeratul. Not that that's going to be quite easy if Zeratul connects the Singularity Spike. But they're already trying to farm the front line a little more. Again, Zelia and Renella, they are the two that are really on the menu now. Here comes the attack again, already the root on the ground to make sure that if Gia jumps in once more, he's going to be punished for it. The problem is really that with half a level missing until 20, the advantage for Chili Mountain is severe. I mean, it's a huge advantage that they have now. So, yeah, that's kind of nuts. And they should be able to lock this one. I mean, you can tell on the minimap already what they're doing. They're splitting on the lanes, they're trying to get the experience, they're letting the objective go for now because they want to get level 20, and then once they have the Storm talent, they can force the fight again. And in the meantime, the mid lane is also getting pressured by the minion waves that are moving in, and here we have it. There's the level 20, coming straight back in. The Shadow Stride is through. We got the Mix and Fire and the Elemental Conduit, and of course, now the red team, they have to simply... Yeah, they got to move away from this. They can't fight this. They can try and defend the fort for a little bit longer, but that's about it. Eventually, the Protect at the bot lane is going to be taken by Chili Mountain, and then all you can do is really try to defend as best as possible. Take maybe some camps, set something up at the top lane, maybe play with the bird a bit and try to capitalize on the global. But fact of the matter is you're going to lose out on the objective. It's a level that they have to soak, so that's not easy either. But well, let's go. Let's check this one out. Bottom fort is already under pressure. There's the Protector. Chen is in. And off we go. Next attack's coming. 71,000 damage by now on Cassia. Azerite didn't die once, I should add. Back hold. Yeah, good slow. Nicely done by Denado, because honestly, if he's able to get a connect with him, then whew, that could be another quick kill with a good APOC combo. But yeah, they take the fort at the bottom. They're moving into the middle. Playing this out a bit slow here. They're not really making a full-on attempt for the keep just yet. So it seems like they're interested in taking the third fort. I'm actually a little bit surprised that they're not trying to break through the keep. Then again, they're quite early in the game, so you're not necessarily getting all that you want here. They try to get the kill now, and they might. They go for Cassia, and Azerite makes it out again. They can't get the kill. The Protector isn't even here. Solo pilot in the Protector. And oof, they need those kills, and they just can't get them. The top fort has now been destroyed. By the way, there's still a little bit of pressure on the left side, and Gia is the one taking care of it. But they didn't go for a keep. They're playing it really slow at this point. Super slow. And there's the 20s. That gives us the epic mount. Maybe Zelia's just gonna try and fly away from Zeratul. Would be funny if he activates it and jumps into the base and then gets killed there. I mean, we've seen stuff like that happen in the past already. The Lunar Shower is in. The Shatter. And, well, Protector is finally gone. So, now the stage is set for the next objective, which is gonna spawn in the middle of the map. This is the fourth. We have an advantage for the blue team since they took all of the outer structures down of Team Ash. So 2 forts are still standing here. But let's see if maybe, just maybe, the red team is getting a kill and can turn this around a little bit. But they need good follow-ups. Here comes Odin. No bigger they are set up here. Zeratul is already waiting in the wings for his chance. Nice setup against Cassia at least. Isolating her for just a second. But not enough. They can maybe take back hold, but he uses the Hellgate to jump out of the fight and save himself. And thanks to his level 1, he's topped off quickly as he drops the fountain. Talking about dropping things, Falstad gets dropped again. And, well, here's Odin trying to rush away. One hit after another. Gia's jumping in again with Zeratul. They're trying to get the hits here. Azerite is at 154 stacks. Yeah, he's gonna break Dino's record today. 100%. 100%. That's definitely gonna happen. Dino's record is gonna fall. 91,000 damage already from Cassia alone. She's about to join the 6-digit club here as he is getting more and more damage connected. And they're breaking through the mid lane. And there's also pressure at the bottom of the map as Zeratul is escorting another minion wave straight up to the wall. And is also trying to take it down. I mean, he's not rotating mid-side to help the team out. Instead, he's going to try and take this. And as you can see, there's more stacking happening. 157 stacks now for Azerite. Yep, that record is falling today. And his damage output is obviously nuts at this point. The scaling is going to get worse and worse and worse as the game continues. And Team Arthas has already been on the back foot for a long time now. And I don't really see them changing it up. Unless they somehow get the drop on either Zeratul or Diablo. If they can burn one of the two down quickly, then maybe they got a chance. But it's rough. I mean, a kill against Cassia would go a long way too, but they tried several times and just couldn't make it happen. Most of the time they're attempting to isolate her from the fight, at least for a bit, and then get a kill in. But it just doesn't really work out. Tychus is doing what he can with the bigger they are, and Odin to drop the hit points of the front line quickly. And he's doing a decent job. But while in the early game we still saw those kills come in, now it's not really a thing. Gia, alright, so they know exactly where he is at least. Zeratul has been sniffed out. And, well, let's go. There we have it. There's the push, top side, they're trying to go for the experience. 7 kills to 5 now. Can also have another look, of course, at the damage output here. 96,000. Well, there it is. They're going for the camp. Ice Wall is in. Nice, they get 2. Lucio, of course, also a huge deal here. Mako and Lucio is interesting in and of itself, by the way. Haven't even touched on that yet. Ah, it's Svamgrota with a combo. And here we got it. The attack once again. Zelia's in trouble. He's trying to get out. The afterburner is in. But Zeratul takes the kill. 6-digit club now for Cassia. She's above 100,000 hero damage. Azerite coming in, looking for the next kill, and they are getting one shot connected after another. Bishops with 200 hit points is trying to get out of the fight, barely saving his ass here. 168 stacks for Cassia. It's a new record. Azerite has dethroned Dino as the Cassia player with the most stacks on the level 1 here on Volskaya Foundry, or any competitive map that we've seen in tournaments in the past. So let's see how much higher he can go. If this continues, he's going to break the 200 ceiling for sure. Made a bit easier, of course, by the just simply through the fact that Rexer is being played, so Misha has another target. Keep at the bot lane has already taken some damage, and as already mentioned, the next objective, the current one, is in the middle of the map. They're trying to set the kill command up, but Azerite is already so far away from the team that they can't follow up on any of this. And here we go. This is, I mean, at some point you gotta make your play. They got the kill against Lucio, so that's nice, but he's back to business now too, so it's 9 kills to 3. And the last fight wasn't completely horrible, but again, as the game continues, things are not going to get any better. Cassia is murdering them. Now, Forsyth is stacking 2, he's at 48, but Zelia is under so much pressure from Zeratul that he doesn't have a lot of opportunities in these fights. That's a big problem for him. Odin gets popped early, they got the big red button, so they're attempting to set this up against Svamgrota here, holding the position. And to be fair, we're getting into a realm where the objective is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So maybe you can make some plays with that and just simply use that to your advantage if you are able to lock it in again. And Odin is a great tool to make exactly that happen. It forces the hand of the blue team. Here comes the Gus to isolate that a little bit. Triple Panda. Zelia is far away right now. He's far away. He wants to stay as far away from Zeratul as he possibly can. Morenas gets attacked. They keep everybody alive. With the exception of Tychus. Tychus is down. Azerite is a bit low and has to back out of the fight too. 99% on the side of the red team for the objective. They were so close to locking it in. So close. Misha is down now as well. It's a 4 versus 5. A lot of the ults have been used, but Diablo has still access to Apocalypse, so they can set that up. They're desperately looking for an opportunity here. Zeratul is not in the fight. He's starting to join it again. Oh, and Renella's isolated and he's dead. And it doesn't stand a chance here. So this is bad news right now. Azerite comes in with a few more hits. Where's his damage output? Azerite is sitting at 130,000 damage. 130 fucking thousand. Crazy. 11 kills to 6. They go through the bot lane. Zeratul is looking for the objective. He wants the protector, and once they get it, they can likely move through the bottom of the map and end the game. Yeah, here we go. Another quick play, this time for May. I'm trying to get the kill here. Alrighty, Denado, lightning ball, and the kill against Falstead. 6 times. Zelia died 6 times in this game. He's getting farmed. Denado is on the run. Tychus too gets stunned into the keep. And that's a follow-up. 150,000 damage by now from Cassia. She's sitting at 194 stacks. With everybody dead on the side of Team Ash, I don't think that we're going to see the 200 fall. But Azerite has set a new record for sure. And this is going to be game. Impressive performance here by Chili Mountain on the, so to say, second map of the series. So we're going to see a tie heading into game number 3. But damn, son. That was nasty. Good job by Chili Mountain. Congratulations to Azerite as well. Dethroning Dino here with 194 stacks as he ends game number 2 on Volskaya Foundry. Game number 3. So, let's go. Chili Mountain. Yeah, they had a good draft on the last one. Zelia was struggling throughout the entire game to keep his bird alive. And the stacks on Cassia were bonkers. He didn't get the 200, but that was pretty much only because they wiped the entire team off the map and went straight for core. I think if Malfurion would have moved out, he could have maybe gotten those hits in, but at that point, of course, the red team was fully aware that they can't turn this around, so they were like, nope, not happening. Uther gets banned as we're heading into All Direct Pass. It's going to be the 3rd map in the series. I mean, 2nd map, 3rd map, depends on how you want to look at it, given that the first one was a def loss for the blue team, but they're currently doing well. They got the first win in, and that's already important. And, well, let's go straight up for our draft here, because it's a big map. We could see the bird again. It was kind of interesting also that Team Ash went straight for Falstad, because usually it's something that Make really enjoys playing too, and on this map in particular, so that's another one that's kind of important here. But yeah, let's have a bit of a look of how they're adjusting the draft, and also what Zelia is going to do right now. How is he going to adjust? It was a bit weird that we had a couple of picks on the last map where you could maybe have played with Zeratul a little bit differently. They went, for example, for Malfurion for Tranquility. Could have technically tried to go into the silence and punish Zeratul when he jumps in, but then you lose a lot of the sustain that you want to have. So, hindsight is always 20/20, right? But either way, we'll see how they adjust now. Okay, Brightwing gets banned, and Hogger gets banned too. That leaves Sonya up, of course. So you could still lock in an earlier Sonya here. Boss control is playing a role here too. I mean, this is not a map where you have a ton of camps, but you still have those 2 null camps, and of course the bosses at the top and at the bottom. So there's that. And well, as it stands, what are we gonna get as the first pick? Yeah, there she is. Sonya gets taken. We've been talking about it for a long time. Blizzard really needs to address this a little bit. It needs to come in and adjust Hogger the number. Again, you don't have to rework the entire hero immediately, but adjusting some of the numbers of Sonya and Hogger would definitely go a long way. Same is also true for Uther. When was the last time that you have seen any game on the competitive level here in Europe where Sonya, Hogger, and Uther were not part of the first ban rotation and the immediate first pick? It's been ages. Azerite with the early pick into Zeratul. They might shift it around and give the hero over to Gia again, but Azerite has played... Honestly, Azerite has played, I think, Zeratul now 2 times in a row on All Direct Pass, and if I'm not mistaken, they lost both of the games, and especially in the first one, I have a bit of a tough time remembering the second one exactly how it went, but on the first one, he got farmed. So... we'll see if this is going to be more successful for them, but they definitely have a preference on this map for Zeratul. That's definitely true. Now, we got Diablo this time on the front line for the red team, and we also get Stukov, so already a bit of a tool to deal with Zeratul once that he starts jumping in. If you drop that lurking arm, you're going to be ready. And, well, let's see what Make is gonna do here. Alright, there's Sylvanas. I want to make sure that, especially when the objective is locked in, but even outside of that, that they can't just simply push the lanes down. And we get an Avatar ban. Now, that makes a lot of sense, of course. If you have Zeratul on the other side, the one thing that makes Zeratul even more difficult to handle is when he has a symbiote on his head. So, yeah. Zeratul Avatar is a pain in the ass. 100%. If you have any kind of squishy that you're trying to draft later on, then you need to make sure that that's not a thing. So Malfurion gets taken, and we got Garrosh together with him. But of course the question that we all have on our mind right now is what exactly are we getting for Zelia? What is he gonna play? I would love to see him on Tracer with Malfurion support at some point, just for old time's sake. Good old, what was it? I don't even know if it was a DreamHack, no, but it was like in Germany at the Games Convention when he played the hero. I'll take the Kerrigan. Kerrigan and Hanzo. Okay. Yeah, let's go. And what do we get for Macke? Last but not least here on Alderac Pass. What is he gonna lock in for our third map right now? I'm going to refer to this as the third map at this point. Again, I don't, technically it's not the third map, but it makes things a little bit easier. So yeah, I'll just act like the first game actually happened. But there's our last pick, and it's Jimmy! Reina is in the house. Alderac Pass, everybody. Game number 3. Let's head straight into it. Game number 3, Chili Mountain and Team Ash. The series is tied. On the left side, Azerite on Zeratul, Swamgrota on Diva, Mako on Reina. We got Bakul on Garrosh and Gia on Malfurion for game number 3. And on the right side of the map, Renella on Stukov, Zelia on Kerrigan. We got Morenas on Sonia, Bishops on Hanzo, and De Nardo is playing Diablo in this third game. So, it's, again, an interesting series with a little bit of drama that we have, but it's kind of a fun one. And now on top of that, whoa, Zelia? No, no, not like this. We are pretty much continuing where we left off. They're turning this into a farm simulator. And I hate to do this to the Zelia fans, but that kill, we are going to take another look at it. I mean, check this one out. He came, he saw, and he got killed. Oh my god, that was an insta-kill on that one. So, yeah, pretty insane. Either way, now at the bottom of the map, there's also a bit of an attack happening. Bishops! Oh, that's a great start for Chili Mountain. 2 kills to 0, just as the game starts. Now, early game kills, again, they only get you so far simply because the death timer is that low, but it's never a good start into the game. By the way, Macke, I want to point this out, went into the Exterminator as this level 1 talent, which means that the boss control is going to be really important for him. Both teams are going for the camps, by the way. So that's exactly what they're currently doing. And at the bottom of the map, the push continues as they're trying to make a bit of a play here for it. So, outside of that, Zeratul is still sitting topside. Again, camps are taken by both teams. On the right-hand side, it's Zelia and Bishops that are doing their setup. And at the bottom of the map, we already have Macke, Gia, and Bakul starting to move in. Okay. Have 4 stacks also for Zeratul. And again, they take the wall down at least a little bit. Bakul, yeah, he likes to throw stuff apparently. As long as he doesn't throw the game, I guess his team is okay with it. We got the early level 4 talent, slightly inexperience of course thanks to the kills and the added experience they could get on lane. Diva with the explosion is moving out of the fight. But you can tell that Chili Mountain is definitely speeding things up just a little bit. Now, already, Garrosh sitting at the side here, always waiting for another victim to rotate by him. But Denardo didn't do him any favors here. This, on the other hand, is a bit of a problem for Swamgrota, and that's very likely a dead Diva. Yeah, Diva goes down. Karen gets eliminated, and with 2 kills to 1, we finally have a kill for Team Ash on the scoreboard. But the bot lane pressure still continues, and of course, as the first objective is being locked in, we're very likely also going to look at the level 7 talent that the teams are waiting for. That would at least be the traditional setup for Alderac Pass. This has been the map choice of Chili Mountain, and it's a map that they really, really like. But here comes Bakul again. Another quick throw. Kerrigan with a combo, and Bakul might bite the dust after all here. And Kerrigan comes in for the kill. Zelia with a money pick. I mean, again, guys, I know I'm talking a lot about the money pick, but there is a reason why the best players in the game all ride the money pick. Mena rides it. Whoopi has exclusively used the money pick. Zelia on the money pick. Can all these experts be wrong? The answer is no. It is the best mount by far. And again, rumor has it, people are saying, it's not me, people are saying that you get some extra movement speed when you're on the money pick, and also you are 10% more likely to attract females. It is the pickup line at any bar, is like, do you want to see my mount, baby? And if you tell her that you got a money pick, whew, that is pretty much a guaranteed date right there. Try it, report back to me, thank me later. Anyways, 2 kills to 2. And, oh, is that another on, Swamp. Ah, the wall's done. Denado. Death from above as he comes in, gets the wall stun, and that's a quick kill. Well done. Awesome stuff. Zeratul wasn't here. He's at the top. Once again, we are seeing Azerite with a swap skirmisher that he's really going to... He likes to play around that. It gives him also, of course, more wave clear. It's one of the things that we see a lot when you are playing that Zeratul at the side lane a lot. So, there we go. Everybody else is starting to move straight for the objective. I expected this to happen around the level 7 talent, and well, more or less it does. We're on level 8 now. But here we go. At that point, there's the attack that is coming in, and at the bottom of the map, Mark is just saying like, yeah, you go for the objective. I don't care. We're going to straight up for the fort. So let's take that one down quickly, or at least prep for it. I don't really know if they're gonna be able to stall this one out though. So the fort at the bottom of the map is likely gonna get destroyed by Macke, but it will come at a price, and yes, they are losing the objective now. So there's that. Now Jimmy is gonna get the kill here. And if they defend well, then getting that fort eliminated is worth it. The first objective is usually not that strong, so if you defend that properly, you have a good chance here. And the more important part is, thanks to him staying at the bottom of the map for this long, we also have them in a slight lead in experience. So if they get the level 10 for the defense and Team Ash doesn't have it yet, then they're in a pretty decent spot to maybe even get a couple of kills in. So there's that. Anyways, they're burning this one down, and Marco, of course, he has Exterminator, so he is great for this. And he's just bullying that completely. Talking about bullying things, we have Diablo and Garish bullying each other right now. The two of them are going ham here, and Bakul is in this case the one that is drawing the short one. Has to retreat quickly. There, the combo of Karrigan gets dodged out though, and Zeratul still doing his thing topside. We get Leap, by the way. So, we get Leap in. Kind of the only surprise here. We still got the Lightning Breath, so no stun setup. Lightning Breath plus Leap, and Malfurion needs to be quite careful. If Denado gets a whiff of him, that might be the end of the Birdman. But alright, so as the game continues, 2 kills against 3, we're out there. We have one structure destroyed by Jimmy at the bottom of the map. Besides that, we haven't really seen a lot fall. Some of the walls, some of the towers on the blue team side. But yeah, it's time for bosses. 5-minute mark has passed, so now bosses are up on the map. There's always a chance that Jimmy is making a rotation over and trying to put that Exterminator to some good use again. So yeah, there's multiple values, of course. One is nice for objective defense. Another one is that you can take this one very, very quickly if nobody pays attention. Morena's with the camp, and they're taking this every single time that he comes off cooldown, which is exactly how you should act around it. 19,000 damage for our boy Hanzo. We get 7,000 damage for Jimmy. It's kind of funny if you're looking at the damage numbers. Hanzo, with that poke that he has, is just doubling, more than doubling. He's nearly tripling the top damage numbers on the side of the blue team. But, well, Chilly Mountain is ahead. It's also a very chilly map, so maybe they have a bit of an advantage here. Deal with the cold a bit better. Then again, it's usually the Russians that do really well with the cold, so I don't know. We'll call it even. We'll call it a draw. Azerite still topside, and he saw that. They know what's going on, and they are rotating. The problem is that with the middle of the map pushing in, I think they know fully well that there's going to be a move in. Ah, Swang brought up with a juke! Yeah, Zelia was anticipating that. Okay, nicely done. But this could be an interesting setup now. But they already moved away from the boss, so they hadn't really committed enough time to it and taken the 8 points down enough for it to play a big role. So Sonya just simply abandoned it and said like, alright, we're going to take that later, or at least we're going to try. Bot lane is still pressuring, but we're also early on in the game. Even if you have multiple catapults assembling at the bottom, then it's not going to be a problem. Well, no, it's not catapults here. And Maki, he really wants that boss, doesn't he? He's always checking. And he's just like, can we not just maybe... No. They go for the camp instead. The prisoner camps are both up again. The level 13 is slightly faster for Chilly Mountain. They have it already in their hand. Oh, there's the kill. Sonya, mistakes were made. Moving back in. Yeah, that didn't really help either. I mean, in an ideal world, you get the counter kill, but they couldn't make that happen either. So Sonya goes down. Azerite with a nice kill, and that's 3 kills to 3 now. And that is, of course, an opportunity to finally go for the boss. You have the numbers advantage on the map. You also have a little bit of vision of at least one of the opponent's heroes, so good on them. Zeratul is double checking top side if the red team is reacting and trying to go for a counter pick on the boss, which is not the case right now. So this is a really good spot for Chili Mountain. They're gonna grab the boss. The red team has not had a chance to go top side and take their own. So that is looking really good now. That's a nice setup. They have the boss. That one pushes through the bot lane where the fort has already been destroyed. The objective is up, and Zeratul at the top is pushing for another fort as the team down here should be able to walk away from that engage attempt. So yeah, Zeratul is going to take this, and they are controlling the macro. It's as simple as that. They're controlling the lanes right now, they're controlling the macro, they got the wave clear here. In the team fights, they might not have had as big of an impact as they probably would have liked, especially with the damage numbers that are coming out. There's a lot of combos that you can also execute now for the red team, but this is about as good as it gets, because now they can go topside, try to get a kill against Sonya, try to go for fort and boss, and Sonya leaps out. Morenas, yeah, he knew exactly what was going to happen if he stays just a bit too long. No play for boss, because they know that there will be a rotation, but that's 2 forts now destroyed, and it's an entire level lead in experience. Yeah? That's solid. That's really solid. So all the way up at the top, Marco is moving in. Berkult and Gia, they're all trying to flank this a little bit. Alright, that's going to be a boss attempt. They take the camp just in time. But the red team wasn't only trying to look for the camp, they're also, of course, going straight in for the objective. And now you have a bit of a choice to make. The boss at the top is about to be taken, but time is running out quickly. Another 30 seconds and you're going to lose the objective. And this time might be a little bit more impactful simply because it's slowly starting to scale. But they abandon it. Red team realized that the boss was likely taken, so I guess they were hoping to interrupt it and force a battle. But now they're not only losing out on that, they might even lose out on the objective too. They gotta deal with the boss, they gotta try and defend the camp. It feels that Team Ash is running around the map trying to react to what's ever happening from the blue team side, and it's not a winning strategy in the long run. You can only do so much in a situation like this, and eventually you have to be the ones calling the shot here. So the level 16 talent advantage is giving us a bit more of a defense matrix setup, the diverting power after the target locked. We got the Master Warp Blade in, Jimmy of course with the Paint Him Red for a bit more survivability and oomph. And they get the objective, and they have the boss pushing the top side already. So 2 forts are down. This is looking better and better for Chili Mountain. Team Arthurs, Team Ash, they need a fight. They really do. They need a fight, and they need something where they can finally get some kills in. Zelia so far couldn't really do a whole lot. He was trying to set the combos up during these battles, but Kerrigan is not going to do jack shit for you if you're unable to really let her shine during a team fight. And we didn't have a lot of team fights. We saw some isolated kills, but that's about it. 3-2-3 moment as Chili Mountain is trying to go for the tactical pause to discuss how exactly they're going to play the objective out. Kidding, of course. I assume that either one of their players dropped, or instead it might be that they have some voice problems in Discord or whatever. That's usually what causes this. But check out the situation on the map. We have now, at the 12-minute mark, we have the cavalry pushing in on all 3 lanes. We have Zeratul already sitting towards the side. The defense is focusing in the middle of the map. 16 is on the board for the blue team, and that talent advantage, I mean, again, it's a problem. Malfurion with the Yrsaera's gift, with the Nature Swiftness over here. We have nothing for the red team. They still have these combos with the Virulent Reaction. They have on top of that also the Chrysalis. But Kerrigan couldn't really get those stuns in. And on the one hand, I don't really mind the Lightning Breath, but to be absolutely honest with you, given the fact that they're going into Leap, I would have liked an Apocalypse here. You could play Hanzo's Arrow into Apocalypse if you played right. You have the stuns on Kerrigan that you can try to combo off with it a little bit. And of course, on top of that, you got a Leap as well, which all plays into the hands of an Apoc follow-up. Then again, if you are just looking at the additional damage when you're getting CC through with Hanzo, Sonya, and Kerrigan, Lightning Breath isn't a bad choice. Now, as I said, both ults are totally possible here, but if you're just looking for a CC chain to maybe drop Malfurion in the backline or get Zeratul attacked, those would have been options as well. They decided to play this out a little bit differently, for the damage numbers of course too, but now they gotta face the music. And the problem is, Chili Mountain isn't really giving them too much here. because they are just simply going straight in for macro game. I mean, they push a bot lane. Zeratul is going to try and move out. Blinks away very quickly, uses his ult too, just to get away. The fort in the mid lane has already been destroyed. Sonya's defending the top. Kerrigan is defending the bottom. They're losing the walls pretty much everywhere. I don't think that the keep is necessarily going to fall right now, but it's going to even enhance the position further that Chili Mountain has on the map. And Chili Mountain hasn't lost a single fort. Not one. So, yeah, Denado and his boys, they got the level 16 at least. That gives us a little bit more slam, bam, wham for Team Ash. And look what they're doing. They're just leaping in. They don't give a fuck. They're just going for it. They just need a fight. And they got a little bit unlucky on the lead that didn't connect with anybody. But D.Va is down. D.Va is dead, but the kill against Hanzo makes it a 4 versus 4. They stole the camp though. But look at the YOLO setup. No fucks given. Just jumping in and dropping them. Or trying to drop them. They went for D.Va at least and they got her. But you can see how desperate at this point Team Ash is to get fights. They need team fights. They need to do something here. Because so far the entire game is just centered around Azerite using his level 7 talent and getting some additional wave clear in and making the plays there. We have 107,000 siege damage for Jimmy. We got 83,000 for Zeratul. And yeah. The bosses are, of course, soon going to be up again, and with Exterminator as a level 1 choice for Marker. That's another thing that they could lock in to put even more pressure onto the keep at the top and the bot lane. So that's another one. But, well, 27,000. I mean, the damage numbers are so low. You can really see there's not been a lot of team fighting going on. And Chili Mountain is going to continue that style as much as they can. So what does Team Arthurs do? Or Team Ash? They're just going for the boss now. They're saying, like, let's just attack it. If they come in for it, then we can try and take the fight. But the rotation is a bit late of Chili Mountain. I don't know if they really were thinking about going for it in the first place, because given the experience lead that they have, they're more likely to wait for level 20. And, of course, another important thing is that with Jimmy, they can also defend this. Yeah, for all, or the keep gets already attacked. They go for the next objective as well. Boss, they don't really care about it too much. There's still a fort here, and if the boss goes through it, then whatever. But they did some damage at the keep, and they also got the objective at least halfway confirmed. Oh, the combo! And Azerite is alive. You are kidding me. Instead, they go for Garrosh, though, and they get him. But boy, that was a weird one. That was a really cool save, though. Check this one out. Have a quick look at how this one plays out. So once that we're following this, here comes the arrow in just another moment. Arrow is in. There's the leap as a follow-up. And then the easy save from Garrosh. That's a friend right there. You know, that's a joke. That's a friend. I mean, he literally takes a bullet for Zeratul. These two, they have a bromance going on. Find yourself someone that treasures you as much as Garrosh treasures Zeratul. The Orc and Protoss love bromance that we are seeing here. Yeah, and as we're seeing the objective about to be locked in for Team Ash, there's another pressure play for the keep at the bottom of the map. Level 20 is, of course, another big advantage now. I don't think they can take the entire thing. But, well, this one is going to be locked in for sure. So they got to deal with that. And party time. So, we got 4 kills to 4. But, again, it's more of a macro game than anything else. And they are pressuring this out further and further and further. With Macke being the main person to pay attention to, because he's going to be the one taking down the raiders as much as possible. But, yep, it's also about the kills. Our little observer ward over here is already in play. Backhold. Okay, backline gets attacked. Bishop's in trouble. Kerrigan dead. Hanzo dead. Woo. Someone is getting farmed here. Denado gets attacked too. We still got Sonya against Zeratul, and it seems like Sonya's gonna lose this one. Sonya is down. Stukov is down. 5-man team wipe. They're gonna all get murdered. Denado is just delaying the inevitable. You can run, baby. You can't hide. He is dead too. He had the stacks together, so he's gonna be back to business in a moment. In the middle of the map, the defense is already going strong, but the fort falls. At the bottom, it has, of course, been eliminated. But yeah, without the level 20 talent, they just got crushed in that fight. Absolutely crushed. Now, What can the blue team do with it? I mean, first of all, they can defend easily. And there's still this one up at the top. Oh, yeah. We get another boss up. Chili Mountain, they want to win 2 games in a row now. And things are looking good for them. Yeah, they make the play for the boss. Nobody there that can do anything about it. Zeratul is going for the next camp at the left side too. But boy, this is spicy. And all of a sudden, of course, the hero damage spiked as well. Zeratul, he got 2 kills. Zeratul, first of all, he locked Hanzo down, and then he went straight up for Carrigan and won the 1v1 there as well. So now we get Carrigan, we get D.Va pushing the bot lane, trying to go for another keep. And I guess no matter how Team Arthas plays it now, they're going to lose 1 keep for sure. 1 team is definitely going to fall. And again, technically they're not named Team Arthas anymore. They renamed themselves, but the acronym still stays the same. Garrosh! Yeah, Jimmy is dead, but the boss at the top is going for the keep. And at the bottom of the map, of course, the same thing is happening. So very likely 1 keep will fall. Maybe even both. Yeah, this one doesn't really look too good. And if both of the keeps are down, and indeed they are, that means the 2 of the armor shields on the core, on the raid boss, are gone. So you win another fight, you get another opportunity to lock another boss in, and then you can make a play for it. And that's bad news. That's really bad news for the red team. So, another camp is coming up. 29 seconds for Jimmy. Again, this one is not going to be too bad. Boss is regenerating, obviously, by itself. But maybe this is the last opportunity for the red team to make a play. Going for the objective. Again, Jimmy is back in another 14. Ooh, it's not easy, guys. It's rough. It's really, really rough here. But yep. We have to push straight up for... I mean, what else are they going to do? The problem is, eventually I can see Chili Mountain simply going for a bit of a backdoor approach. Eventually they're going to have one of their heroes, maybe Zeratul, maybe D.Va, just try to go for a play there. 40 seconds. Carrigan, she's defending. Zelia's defending. He already knows that it's likely to happen at some point. And, yep, Azurite, he's double checking the camp, but there's nothing going on over here. So he's going to join the team for the fight. But they're having the mid lane pressured now. Then again, talking about pressure. Oh, the leap! Ah, they get the kill! They get the kill against Berkhold. They want to try and take Hanzo down, but Azurite is not able to make that happen. That's a good setup for the red team. All of a sudden, we're looking at a potential objective for them. 9 kills to 6. But of course, the mid lane needs to be dealt with, and Carrigan will likely fall back to try and do that. The last keep can't fall, or your core has 0 armor shields, and that would be bad news. So, Hanzo is the one to try and deal with it. And yeah, they're at the top. They are continuously thinking about these plays. Yeah, they're delaying this a little bit further. Look at that. They might actually stop it. With Hanzo back, they're stopping it. 1 second. And the keep is still taking damage, so that's bad news. But Hanzo, he had to do it. So that's a bit of a delay. Allows Garrosh to come back in. It's not going to change. Oh my god, no. Azurite just took Hanzo out. They get the objective again, but they lose one of their heroes. And now Azurite has to try and escape here. Can he, though? Yeah, has the ult up in a second. The big escape. Nah, no. Oh, bam. Morenas to the rescue. Okay. 4 versus 4. And 7 kills to 10. 40,000 damage for Hanzo. It's an interesting one. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting setup. I mean, we're going back and forth on this one right now. But it's the bot lane pressure. Team Ash, they want to end it if they can. They want to see they want to have a chance to end this game. Either way, the Raiders are pushing out the lanes, and that relieves some of the pressure that they were experiencing. We're 22 minutes in. These Raiders are no joke. And no joke at all. Then again, Jimmy has Exterminator. He's no joke either. But yeah, gets the out. And they're saving the keep. Oh, the arrow! The arrow! The arrow! No! The arrow of death. Straight cross map. Hanzo didn't give a fuck. He YOLO'd that one out. There's the leap. The flip. Berkhold. Diablo. He's dead. Diablo is down, and it seems like we might get another kill. Oh, Sonya, she's dead, and they are dropping them. Another flip. Berghult is smurfing in this game. Kerrigan and Hanzo are dead and dying. It's another 5-man wipe, and the hopes and dreams of Team Ash to lock in another victory on map number 3 are gone. All destroyed. This one might take a keep. These guys will take the core. 15 kills to 7. Level 24 to 22. And it's time to end the third game of the series. The 2-1 lead for Chili Mountain as they win 2 in a row. Hanzo might have the top damage, but they are taking the victory. Nicely done, ladies and gentlemen. We got Chili Mountain in the lead in this series. Solid performance here on All Direct Pass as they take the lead in the best of 5 at the Masters Clash. Game number 4, the 2-1 lead after the victory on All Direct Pass. Nicely done by Chili Mountain. Yeah, and Team Ash, what can they do? What can they do now on Tomb of the Spider Queen to turn this around? This was, by the way, their choice. So instead of going first pick, first ban, they decided to go for Tomb of the Spider Queen as their map. And yeah, I always like... Again, there's a little bit of an interplay here. Some teams, they prefer to go for a map choice. Usually it's teams that are a little bit worse, they're a little bit less experienced, and they just want to focus on maps that they're really familiar with and where they have certain strategies that they developed. Some other maps where they're just a little bit worse. But either way, sometimes you have a team that comes in and says like, hey, we got a pocket strategy, we got just a combo that we really want to execute on the map, and then they go for that. And every single time when I see a team that has some experience do that, I kind of hope that we're going to see that X Factor pick that makes it kind of cool. I mean, we had some serious stuff going on this entire season. The Asmodan plays on bigger maps to just simply use the American Invasion and burn some of the structures down were cool to see. Some other stuff, of course, on top of that too. Now, Hogger is banned. Sonya still open. Might be banned now so that the blue team can't walk away with the Sonya first pick. We still... I mean, we got a couple of other heroes up too. Technically, you can always see a Medivh pick for Maka on the side of Chili Mountain, and they ban Medivh. That means they're leaving Sonya up. So they had the choice here whether they want to leave Medivh or Sonya. But we have Lucio still up. So Lucio is banned out this time. Sorry, not banned out this time. So he gets picked. That leaves Sonya up for grabs for the red team. Okay. I mean, Maka played him already earlier, so we had them shifting around the roles a little bit too. I mean, one of the two has to be Sonya. I would be shocked to not see at least a Sonya pick here. Kerrigan again. Honor! Okay, Kerrigan and no Sonya pick. Very well. Zelia, after he didn't have quite the impact that he was probably expecting on the third map, All Direct Pass, he goes for Kerrigan again. I mean, this is a good Kerrigan map. This is the map where Nick brought Kerrigan back into the meta 1.5 years ago, I want to say. I don't know. And here comes Rexa and Gul'dan. Okay. It's kind of interesting to see Sonya not taking it all right now. So Rexa for the bot lane. Gul'dan on top of that too. A lot of wave clear already through Gul'dan in and of itself. So what are we going to get instead? Especially on the bans. I mean, now you can also get rid of Sonya if you really want to. Depends on how many melee characters they want to play here in the first place. But, yep. There's Garrosh banned. And what else are we going to get on the ban patterns? And we need another one. What do you ban out against Morenas, for example? You can start targeting a few more of the supports here too. I guess my hopes and dreams of seeing a Zelia Tracer here today are not a thing. But yeah, there's Diablo. Okay, so no dibbles. Could go for the combo with Kerrigan together again. I want to see something from the Team Ash. Again, for them it's not easy. The team pretty much, in the way that it existed, went through multiple changes now. Starger's left, he was the captain of the team, so they want to play the season out with the lineup that they have, but now they're also playing with a sub player. while Zelia is, of course, a great player, they still won't have the synergy that a team has that scrimmed for a couple of weeks together. We still get a Varian and Stukov setup, so they are going for kills here. And with Kerrigan behind this is a dangerous setup to go up against. The good old taunt into Stukov Lurking Arm together with the Kerrigan combo. You want to have someone that can provide a bit more quick, like a little bit more on-point, snappy damage so that you can burn the target down easily. But, yeah. And the last two picks now, Kira and Jojo. That's a ton of wave clear that they're running here. Johanna also for the Condemn. So, yeah, and the last pick, Morenas. Again, normally another one that plays the side lane for them and plays melee. So if they do go for that, a bit more damage would be nice. If he can contribute that too. You really need those kills. He goes for Leo, so he has the wave clear for them. Oh, shall Swiffer. And that's Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Game number 4 might be the last one. Depends a bit on how Team Ash is playing this one out. Can they win and force the next map? Yes or no? We're going to find out together now in Tomb of the Spider Queen. Game number 4. Prepare yourselves. Well, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for Chili Mountain with Swamgrota on Rexa. We got Marco on Lucio, Azurite on Kira, Backhult on Jojo, and Gia is playing Gul'dan. On the right side of the map, Renella on Stukov. We currently got Denado on Varian, Morenas on Leoric, Bishops on Hanzo, and we have Zelia on Kerrigan. Alright, so let's have a bit of a look of what the red team can pull off this time. Do they have a chance to claim victory here or not? At that point, I mean, again, if they want to force another map, that's the only way. You need to win Tomb of the Spider Queen. If Chili Mountain locks in another W, then it is simply game. On level 4, we're going to see the taunt coming in for Denardo, and then the combo will be unleashed. With a bit of a power spike coming through on level 13, of course, considering that we will have the virulent reaction for Stukov for even more CC. Now, we have seen different builds on Gul'dan in the past, also on this map, but this time we're going old school. Standard with Echoed Corruption, and then obviously the follow-up on level 16 as we go into the Ruinous Affliction. And Marke is already sliding around here. They're trying to go for the kill against Denardo, and Denardo is gonzo. So Varian dies quickly, and Chili Mountain, they're a little bit on a roll now. Now, it seems a little... honestly, maybe it played into their hands a little bit that the admin gave them a death loss in game number 1, because these boys got angry, and they got really angry. So now they're... I don't want to say speedrunning this, it's not quite true, but they're definitely dominating a lot of the games that they're playing against Team Ash right now. And they're doing well. They're doing really well. Getting the initial kills on every single map. As I already explained on Aldrich Pass, that doesn't really mean they're going to win the series. It's not that impactful if you kill a hero early on. You get a bit more of a presence on the map and slightly ahead, but the death timers are low. So very often you can't make that much of a splash with it. Austin's renewal, by the way, for Leo on the level 1, so he's gonna have that available whenever he dies and get back a little bit sooner. Also more self-sustained for him at the bot lane. Yeah, 1 kill to 0 now, and Leo's double-checking this out and activates the trade. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, the Drain saved his ass. Drain saved Leoric's bony bot, and yep, he made it out. But that could have been a kill. But no trade value gets activated in that situation. So for now, we already got the taunt in on level 4. And of course, on top of that, we get the Eternal Retaliation. All about the cooldown reduction, getting a few more condemns out. Not only for the team fights, but also for the wave clear as you're rotating between the lanes. We get once again also... Ooh, careful, Denado, you already had a bad time earlier. There's the taunt against Marke. Lucio, no! And Varian dies again. Yeah, Varian is not having a good day today. Not really. So, in the middle of the map, Zelia gets also pushed back. They're doing damage to the walls already. I gotta say, Chili Mountain, they're really exploiting these situations as best they can. Getting 2 kills in against Varian obviously helped. Now they're pushing the middle. At the bottom of the map, there's still a couple of heroes for Team Ash that are struggling there too. Bishops is thinking about moving up top side. Leo at the bottom of the map now. Also, I mean, he's not really dead. He's just using his trade. And Bishops, yeah, he's at 50% HP. Zelia with a combo attempt, but it does not connect properly. They get the connect on Rexar though, and damn, he gets bodied. That Ragdoll gets kicked across the gate. Yeah, that's where he was initially headed, but not quite the way that he imagined that would go. So now we got at least a kill on the board for Team Ash. Team Arthurs. With Gia sitting the top side and moving away. Money pick as well. Again, I gotta highlight it. Here's another one. Another pick up line. Anyways, we got level 7 talents kicking in for them. And of course, turn-in opportunities are there for both of the teams. You have enough gems for it. But it's aggressive right now. Denado, yeah, he gets pooped around by Maka a bit, but he really put the pressure on Backhold, and that was nearly a kill that they got there against Jojo. So now the teams are just attempting to turn in with 35 gems delivered for the blue team. They have, at least for now, the pole position. 10 gems for Team Arthurs that they turned in here. There's the Drain, the level 7 talents are kicking in, the Drain momentum, the victory rush. Maybe a little bit premature, so far there's no win in sight just yet. But Backhold playing it out with Zelia, and here comes the taunt! But as long as Iron Skin is up, that's not a problem. So Jojo's shutting that out quickly. And Leo is activating the trait as well again. I mean, Leo is using the trait a lot right now, so there's a lot of value that he currently gets out of the hero. Therefore, a good choice during the draft. Nah, but honestly, they're losing a few gems, of course. It's not really all that much yet, but it matters a little bit. And Zelia is also getting attacked here, but that was a nice setup against Kira. And this is the beauty of that combo. If you have that taunt and a lurking arm follow-up, that target is pretty much gone if you have a good damage dealer. And on top of that, we also have Carrigan for additional damage output and stuns. So, yeah, that's all that you need there. 2 kills to 4. Still a lead for Chili Mountain. That doesn't really change. And of course there's interrupts here too. You can send Misha into the middle to interrupt. You have the flashlight on Jojo once she comes in with it. And, well, Hanzo is really good. Ooh, that's a kill. Oh, 24 gems. And he didn't get them. 24 gems. Rexar got them, right? Yeah. Misha came in. Misha to the rescue. I was thinking about that for a second. I was like, wait a moment. How did that work out? Red Web Weavers are gonna come down first. And, well, seems like slowly but steadily Team Arthur's Team Ash is going to turn it around a little bit. Now, yeah, not only a little bit. I guess the hope was to get an early level 10. But now Carrigan makes it out, barely. But Jojo down, 5 versus 4, Web Weavers in, level 10 for both teams around the same time. That's a really nice move now for Team Arthurs. They can get some damage done. Unrelenting strikes are in, and the pressure is in the middle of the map. They're trying to go through the wall here quickly, and things are starting to brighten up a bit for the red team. Yeah, Leo is waiting for that entomb. If anybody moves out, or if anybody gets caught by the Carrigan combo, the follow-up will be there. The defense is not really too bad though. I mean, they're not going to lose a fort here. So Rexar has already defended the bot lane, didn't even lose one of the towers. Soon probably going to change. Misha is scouting out everything here. Gets taunted. I always wonder how Varian taunts Misha. I mean, how do you taunt Misha? You're just an oversized hamster. Maybe like that. Honestly, that's not too bad. Alright. So, question asked and answered. But yeah. We got 4 to 4 kills, and that's a quick move for the camp. And now, of course, the hope of delivering a few gems here. They did quite well in saving all the gems whenever they lost one of their heroes. So there's at least that. They didn't lose a whole lot. Lost a couple, I suppose, but not really all that much. I guess Rexar would even be in a better spot if Misha could turn the gems in. But yeah, while Misha can get them, she can't turn them in. But anyways, so with the level 10 abilities, you got some follow-ups. You got the Blessed Shield and a follow-up on the Horrify to deliver a kill. So that's something that can definitely work out for them. But now that we have level 10 abilities, Chili Mountain needs to spice it up a little bit. They need their turn-in. They haven't lost anything yet in terms of structures. But off we go. Okay, so down here, Carrigan. There are 41 gems on Swamp Grotta, but there's no follow-up. Ah, it's such a juicy target. The blue web weavers are gonna touch ground though, because Gia used the opportunity topside to turn in and still burns the wave down. Can't take the gems because the rotation is already underway and is coming in for it. So, yep. Down at the bottom of the map, we got 4 kills to 4. And, well, level 13 might be something that Team Ash can play around a little bit. But as it happens, we got our move with the web weavers. Topside is in trouble. Well, not in trouble, but again, is the one that they have to defend first, because the lane got pushed out so much that the web weavers are pretty much straight up at the gate. But of course, the idea here is that you're also getting some structural damage in ideally a fort, and they're trying to make that happen in the middle of the map now. But they always got to be careful because of that taunt. So, yeah, bit of damage in, down at the bottom of the map. They are still trying to pressure this one. Level 13 Talon's about to drop. And they're getting a lot of damage in against these forts, but I'm not so sure if they can take one down. We don't see a lot of kills coming through here. There's the Vilroid reaction. The kill attempt against Varian. The arrow connects with the backline. Horrify has been used too. Denado gets taken down again. Varian is doing a lot of dying here today. That was the 3rd time, I think, that they took him down. And they might not have gotten a fort yet, but 2 of them are super low. So structurally, Chili Mountain is ahead. Structurally, they've taken the lead now. And they got another turn in. And who's going to stop them? Nobody. Both of the teams have enough gems for another turn in. I gotta admit that both of them are doing a fairly good job recovering gems whenever they lose a hero. So you gotta give them that. Oftentimes you have a situation where you know someone holds like 20, 30 gems, dies, and the gems are just not recoverable. And that puts a big dent into the playmaker potential here and their chances of starting a comeback. But so far, that's not really the case. There's a taunt, their combo, and that's a kill. Yeah, that's how you set that combo up. They just YOLO'd hard for it, and they went taunt into Carrigan combo, and it was an easy kill. But talking about easy kills, nah, this time they can't get him. This time they're not able to get him. The interesting part is that the web weaver, the bot lane, is more or less guaranteed to take the fort down, especially if they slow the rotation down a little bit, but they don't even have to at this point anymore. The fort is definitely going to fall. And instead they're looking at the middle a little bit, they're pushing the top out. Gul'dan is back, but he still has the travel time back into the middle of the map. Down here. Yeah, this should be... this thing is going to fall. And at the top, this is going to do some damage as well, even though the hit points are already heavily reduced. 5 kills to 5. This is probably the closest of the games that we've seen so far. And there is a serious chance for the red team to force game number 5 of the series. Okay. 93 gems. Oh, the arrow! Nicely dodged. Well done. 93 gems for the red team. They're trying for the taunt again, but Lulcio is there with a high 5. The Blessed Shield turnaround as they're trying to go for the follow-up with the Carrigan combo coming in, and here's the Horrify from Gul'dan, but Backhold is low. 50 HP, and Celia comes in and takes him down. And that's gems down the drain, at least a few of them. But Misha recovered pretty much everything. Raxa holding on to them here. Nice fight. Nice back and forth that we just saw for a moment. And a chance at least to also take Varian down, I suppose. But nope. Chili Mountain didn't get the kill. And now the red team delivered again. The red web weavers are gonna be on the move in another moment. And they have the leading experience now. They are looking at a level 16. Yep. They have a level 16 advantage, and things are looking up for them. Job well done. And again, right now, they are finally gaining the momentum that they were waiting for the entire time here. So, let's see what they can pull off with that. Because, at least for now, things are looking much, much better for the red team. Okay, so... 16, they're not ready yet. Oh, Macke. Varian wanted to go for him. Instead, they're trying to go for Backhold. I don't think they can get the kill here. Iron Skin is already out. And yeah, they get him. Jojo is dead. Goodbye, Johanna. Was nice knowing you. The defense attempt in the middle of the map. Oh, it's a beating. It is a beating. The arrow, but they can't get close enough. The Horrify. Ah, nice setup. They're trying to give vision here, but that was a sexy... Honestly, that could have been a disaster. There was a lot of potential for kills coming in, but they were able to avoid most of it. Now they're diving deep against Macke. They want to get the fort, of course, and they do. Svamkrota! That might be the end of the game. 34 gems down the drain. That's a disaster. 34 gems and no way to recover them. And they're losing maybe even the keep in the middle. This might just be the win for the red team on this map. That's 32 seconds where Rexa is down. Could go boss. And I guess they do. And they got 65 gems. Yeah. That one hurts. That one hurts a lot. 65 gems. Boss gets taken. Rexa isn't here. They can go boss and turn in. That was a huge blow right now. So, yeah. That was pretty bananas. This is the chance to put the nail in the coffin, I suppose. At least they can take some keeps with it. No matter what happens. Rexa is back to business. They were trying to interrupt the turner at the bottom. That was never really planned. So right now, the perfect opportunity to get the web weavers into... I mean, even activating the siege giants over here. So they get another camp pushing through the bottom of the map. Well, boss gets defended. I mean, the timing is not really the best here, but they still get some damage in. And of course, the full-on 5-man defense topside is also giving them a bit more wiggle room on the map. And the web weavers are gonna more or less spawn right at the gates of the keeps. I mean, every single lane is pushed out now. So they pushed every lane out so that the web weavers are starting right here. And that is about as good as it gets. You have to take keeps out of this one. This is such a difficult setup now for the defense. Here comes the setup from Leo. And, well, they don't get a kill. It was a nice attempt. But the Entomb... I mean, the Entomb wasn't bad, but you catch Jojo, they can play it out. Arrow against 2, Kerrigan, and my god, Macke alive, and maybe they can get a kill against Kerrigan, and Kerrigan is indeed dead. No fucking way. The defense against the web weavers, now they're trying to save the bottom keep. They saved the one in the middle for now, but of course there are still 4 heroes for the red team. They could technically try and claim it, but holy hell. They gotta retreat, but guys, check that one out. I mean, have a look at this. The arrow is in, Macke nearly dies, makes it out, the Horrify. They go for Kerrigan, the Chrysalis saves her for a few seconds, and then they confirm the kill. Wow. As far as defense goes, that's about the best thing that they could expect here. And of course, all of this started with the blue team trying to just defend and save their hero, because the setup for Team Arthurs was pretty sexy. It was a great arrow. Talking about setup, now they get him. Macke is down. There they have it. 4 versus 5, and they get the kill, but they're also losing. Well, maybe not. Hello? They actually... What? They dominate that 4 versus 5, and there's the kill. Bishops is fucking smurfing again on his Hanzo. When will teams finally learn? Don't give that bad boy Hanzo. It's not going well for you. Yeah, tries to make the play here. Horrify. And Bishops is gonna go for another win. Kerrigan is now helping out. That's 53 gems. Guys, this is the end. This is the end of game number 4. We're gonna go the full distance. I would bet money on this. I mean, honestly, this is going to be another mace to the face against Kerrigan. Nope, not even that. Stukov takes the kill. Kill stealer over here. But that's level 20. That's 12 kills to 7. And that is just too good. Taking all of the gems away from Chili Mountain again. So they go for the 2 keeps. They can't go for the end just now, I suppose. But yeah, that's 2 keeps down. They have 26 gems. There's none on the side of Chili Mountain anymore. Can go for the cam, push it in. Rexa and Johanna are both still missing. And now that Varian is coming back, they could make the play here. Honestly, I feel at this point you can just go for it. Even with Gul'dan and Kira still out, I would have thought that they would just go straight up for the core, especially with the camp that they have as well. Now they turn in the few gems. Maybe a little bit of a safety option for them. Arrow. Yeah, that's a kill. Nicely done. Kira gets just blown up. The arrow is on point. Bishops is just crazy on Hanzo. Honestly. He is just crazy on Hanzo. That is... yeah. The arrows that he was able to hit in the last couple of fights. And this is not the first time that he's just absolutely smurfing on that guy. So now they're trying to go for the top keep, I suppose. I mean, either way, they can simply push through the middle if they want to. They're looking for Denado's engage with another potential taunt here, of course. And Carrigan can always follow up on that. It's another 35 seconds for Kira, and the keep is obviously going to go down. The catapult alone is already confirming that. Yeah, I mean, at some point you got to go for the core. It's kind of funny that they are just hesitating this much around the core. Don't play around it too much. They have another 18 gems, so they're getting closer and closer to another web weaver though. And I guess there's no real need to hurry things as long as you don't give any fights to the blue team where they can turn it around. But that's exactly what Chili Mountain has to look for now. Some kind of fight. That's the only thing. So they're a little bit more... honestly, they are very, very... They're playing it safe. Well, a lot safer than I expect from a team. Or from their team. I guess Zelia may be calling a couple of the shots here as well, trying to go for the better safe than sorry approach. Go for Varian again. Blessed Shield is out. This is the only opportunity to get a kill. And bam, the big slap. Renella comes in, says like, nope. Gets the big slap in, but Hanzo, hello, more slaps, and there it is. Hanzo is down. They get the kill. They get the double. Don't tell me they can turn this now. Don't tell me they can actually turn the game. Bot lane, mid lane are both pressuring. They need to get so much done here if they really want to turn this. The lanes, look at this. Catapults at the top, catapults at the bottom. Mid lane gets attacked too. They need to get something done here. It's 20 versus 20 at least. They need to send someone back to defend at the same time. They need to do damage if they want to bring it back slowly. And I don't think they can. I think they're too far behind already. The catapults on the core. This one is at least going to get defended. This is all pushing those. So someone needs to deal with it. And boss is the only real play that they have. So they go for the boss. The catapults are out. They're going to suffer some damage on the core, 100%. You can't prevent that from happening. It's just a reality. So they need to take those siege giants down. This is exactly what they do. Everybody else is just going for the boss. And Carrigan wants to end the game. What a finish now on this map. Carrigan is coming in, trying to go for Swamp Grotto. Feign death. Gia's back too. Boss is about to be taken at the top side. Not going to be alive for much longer. Quest is completed. The core is at 88% and they have to move back. But they get the buried alive against him. Horrify. Swamp Grotto. He's alive. 77% now. And the boss just got taken. 21-minute boss. 65% on the core. The boss is the only thing they got. And Azerite is still sitting here. Whee! Swinging around a little bit. Straight into his death. They tried, but all you gotta do now is 5-man the core, I suppose. They're going for the defense, so they want to play the safe. But damn. It would have been nuts if they could have turned it, but I don't really think it's happening. They got a fort. They lost 35% on the core, but they got a fort out of it. I mean, again, if you're so far behind, it's so difficult to make any moves. They pushed the lanes out a bit, so it's not like it's a total loss or anything what happened here. But it's definitely not great. Morenas is scaring them. They don't know where the rest of the team is, so yeah, they simply let this one slide. They could have tried to focus on him. If you get a quick kill, then you can make it happen, but obviously there's a lack of information for Chili Mountain. They don't know where the rest of the players are and how long they take to join up with Leo. 10 kills to 14. Yeah, it's tough. There's keeps, even a fort in the mid lane still for the red team. A turn-in would go a long way. Turn-in would go a long way right now. But anyways. Yeah, we have in total 45 gems. If they turn in the ones they hold. So they need another 20 to get another web weaver wave. Red team. It's a trap. But Misha, fearless as usual, is trying to sniff it out. 52,000 damage for Gul'dan. Again. It's Team Ash's game to lose. I don't think that... Chili Mountain can't win the game. Team Ash can lose it. So there's that. Oh, the money entomb. But can they get the kill? Yes. How fucking sexy was that? Seriously, how sexy was that play? There's the kill against Rexa. That's the end of the game. But as they're following up with the kill against Bakul and go for it, check this one out. The entomb over the wall, the arrow, the Carrigan follow-up, and the big kill against Lulcio. Awesome. Awesome shit here from Team Ash on game number 4. We're going the distance, baby. We're going to game 5, everybody. Here we go. They finish it. Finally, they played it super safe. Tomb of the Spider Queen is going to end in favor of Team Ash, and we're going to go to the 5th map of the series. GG, and well done as the red team locks in the victory. Game number 5. Let's go. Infernal Shrines, our final map in the series. Again, it's still kind of funny to me. The entire series started with drama and death win for Team Ash. But if the red team takes this series, they will take a massive step to potentially, towards the end of the season, overtaking Chili Mountain. Which would be kind of crazy, to be honest. Especially considering all the changes that the red team underwent throughout the season. And I mean, at this point, it's pretty much just a skeleton crew that is like reforming the team, so to say. The former captain Stork is also gone. Lobaka, a couple of the others that were in there. I mean, there has been a lot of changes with them, and it just didn't really work out apparently. So the team more or less disbanded and reformed, and now they're trying to play the season out. If that all of a sudden is what gives them success, yeah, that would be kind of funny. We got Kerrigan banned out, so apparently they're respecting Zelia enough that they don't want to give him the opportunity on Infernal Shrines to play with her again. Sonya is up. Hogger got banned. There's a lot that's actually still up. Medivh, Sonya, Uther, Lucio, just a couple. Chromie, just 5 heroes to mention that you would all like to ban at this point if you could. And of course, you can't. So they decide in favor of Lucio. Mark has been locking him in over and over again. Do we now see the Sonya first pick, or do they decide that they want to play Medivh at this point? Finishing it strong with a Medivh pick. If you pick Medivh first, you could get a Diablo afterwards, but it's Uther. Alright, the light is abandoning Snowman again. Uther gets taken. Technically, they could still pick Medivh and simply use a swap round to give it over to Marke. A good old Medivh Diablo setup, for example. Could be kind of neat. Sonya is still up, as mentioned. Yeah, both of the teams. I mean, there's a bit on the line here. So yeah, there's the Sonya pick, and we get Tigers. Odin on the map. Always powerful, always strong. Don't want to abandon that if you don't have to. So, Marke, he already picked Uther. Now we got the next double pick coming in, and that is going to at least set the stage a little bit. So we're going to see which direction they're going to go with all of that. Okay. Cassia and Malthael. Alright. Azurite is sitting there as like, guys, I got 194 stacks on my level 1 the last time I played her. I'm gonna go for the 200 now. No, an Infernal Shrines is not gonna get that done. But still, if he is able to just even get close to that damage, he could win the game for them once again. But yeah, now we got Malthael in. And Malthael with a Divine Shield, if you now drop... I would have banned Ana. I don't know why they're banning Malfurion. I mean, don't get me wrong, Malfurion is good, but... unless Team Ash is now picking Ana for themselves, Ana, Uther, and Malthael, and nano-boosted Malthael with a Divine Shield, are you fucking kidding me? Pfft. Yeah, they have to pick it. There's no way they don't pick Ana right now. Why would you ban Malfurion instead of Ana if you don't plan on picking her yourself? Because that Malthael, he turns on full Super Saiyan and is just gonna, it's like a lot of training in 5G, and then he's just going to transform and he's gonna kill all of you, and it's not a pretty picture. Yeah, there's the pick. Ana and Jojo. It's the only pick that makes sense. If you don't ban Ana, you have to pick her in that setup. There's just no way you can give that over. So, well, we got the next 2 picks coming in with Berkhold and Gia still missing their heroes, but the Ana pick together with Jojo, so Wave Clear is now also available for Team Ash. Well. What are we getting here? Ooh. Zeratul Brightwing, the Uther main tank. Brightwing as the second support. Zeratul, Cassia, Malthael. Alright, we're going aggressive in this one, aren't we? And the final pick, Bishops. Hanzo is banned. This time Hanzo is banned. They learned the lesson. After the last map, they're saying like, yeah, that guy is not going to get Hanzo again. So Bishops has to dodge out on another hero. A lot of respect bans. And there's Chromie. Alright, the Chrome Star is in, everybody. Well, and with that, let's get things started. Final map, Infernal Shrines. Let's see which team decides the best of 5 hit the Masters Clash in their favor. Game number 5. Full distance, everybody. Let's go. Infernal Shrines, our final map of the series. And on the left side, Macke on Brightwing. Azurite on Cassia. Going again for the stacking, but I doubt that he's going to break his record. 194 was pretty impressive what he pulled off on Volskaya Foundry, even beating Dino's record, which was already insane. Swamkarota on Malthael, Gia on Zeratul, and Backhult on Uther. They're gonna hunt the granny. Renella is playing Anna. We got Zelia on Tychus, Murenas on Sonya. Bishops is playing Chromie. And Denado is playing Johanna. Okay, let's go. Cleave build for Zeratul. Alright, we get a little bit more wave clear for him. Yeah, let's go. Also on level 1 for the Chrome Star, we got the Time Walker's Pursuit over here. And the blue team isn't even interested in any mid lane fights. Instead, we're seeing them split onto the top and bot lane right away with 1 hero each. So they're gonna try and do what they can here in order to just like push the lanes out a little bit. And that's been something that we've seen. Oh, Zelia! No, nearly inted. It was a bait all along. He was just trying to occupy 3 of the heroes, you know, positive trade for him. No, anyways, we've seen Chili Mountain focus a lot on the macro aspect of the game in a lot of the maps that they played previously, so we could see something similar here again. But at least for now, we have... I mean, again, everybody just wants to go for the early kill. Chili Mountain has been multiple of them. Actually, now that I think about it, on the 2 maps where they lost, they got the initial kills on both of them. They took the lead with 2 or even 3 kills, and then they continued to lose the map. 1 minute mark has passed, so we have the camps up on the map, which means both of the teams are immediately making a move for that. Only question is, of course, who takes the 3rd one at the bottom. Chromie already going straight up for the Endoral Anomaly. And yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the Endoral Anomaly as long as we're not going for weather anomalies. It's totally cool. Just don't give me that shit again. And please, no more medallions either. It's a lot of traps here, by the way. And bam! Both of them hit at the same time. And here we go. Alright, they caught 2 heroes, but it still seems like the blue team is going to be the one to take this. It's a 4 versus 4, though. They go for Zelia. It's just getting attacked right away. Backhult. He gets out. What? Backhult survives on Uther. Macke, by the way, switched over for Brightwing. I mean, honestly, can you imagine being in that setup and then voluntarily play the Fruit Fly? Backhult must have bribed him somehow. It's like, dude, I don't want to play this shit. Please, you take it. And Macke's like, no, I'm not going to take it. It's like, I'm going to buy you dinner when we are at the LAN. It's like, no, it's just not good enough. I'm going to clean your apartment for a year. All right, now you got something. So, yeah, some kind of barter deal has been going on there, 100%. But anyways, now that we have In the Rhythm in, we already have Tychus shifting this a little bit differently. There's no big, super high hit point tank on that side, so instead they're now making the play for In the Rhythm, getting a bit more out of the minigun duration. Now, of course, with the objective after level 10, Tychus is going to focus a lot on his ult. I'm going to try and pop Odin here. Yeah, cleave setup, full-on cleave setup. You don't see that a lot on Zeratul these days on the European realm. I guess an A still plays it a little bit, but on Europe, not really a big thing. But they want the wave clear here. Question, of course, is does that influence the level 10 choice? With that setup that they're running, I would say no, but time will tell. Either way, what do we have? We got Zeratul already. Yeah, he's looking for Granny. The older, the better, baby. Comes in, tries to get the hit out, but it's not enough. Gets some nice cleave damage at least through, but it's not enough to make any big impact here. So there's still 0 kills And since the blue team is absolutely dominating the position on the shrine, Team Ash is slowly falling back here. They're already far behind in the stacks. I don't think that they can really make a play. Sonya also had to go back to the top lane to defend against the camp, so that they don't lose any structures here. And that means Punisher number 1 ends up in the hands of Chili Mountain. So yeah, there's that. Okay, but now we got the Frozen Punisher in, and that one is a strong... I mean, honestly, this is pretty much the strongest one that you can get these days, unless you're running Sylvanas. So once that you move in and start to disable the structures here, whew, we can take some... This could take some serious downturn for Team Ash if they are losing the fort now. But there's a nice bait over the wall. And honestly, that's a little bit of a lazy Frozen Punisher here. Didn't even burn anything down at the front wall, so they can't get through fast enough. They take the wall down, that's it. The fort itself has nearly taken no damage. So yeah, job well done. Bright Wing! And the Polymorph was there. Oh yeah. Yeah, also, we got the proper greeting here for Chromie. Yeah, there's that. What is a proper greeting? I mean, hello always works well for me. What's a proper greeting? Is that some inside thing? Is there some weird World of Warcraft stuff with the Chrome stuff? What exactly is that? I mean, again, hello normally works pretty well. Okay. Unless you want to go for an oldie but goldie. Hey, baby. My friend back there would really like to know if you think I'm cute. Try that one. If that doesn't get you a smile, then you've lost already. But that's the minimum that you should get. Or a confused look. Depends on how smart she is. But anyways. We got 0 to 0. So we have 5 minutes in. 5.5 minutes with the really aggressive setup for Chili Mountain. And, well, we haven't really gotten a kill yet, but level 10 is around the corner, and then it's time for Odin. And it's also time for Zeratul to maybe shine a little bit more over here. Anyways, middle of the map. There we go. 4-man. Give me heroic abilities. There we go. And... BP! We can avoid prison! What the hell? We get a Void Prison, everybody. Okay, what is this? 2017? What's happening here? We got the last rites in. Void Prison is being played. And that is maybe a kill. Yeah, last rites. The first one is in. Nicely done. And with that, they are trying to get the counter kill against Gia. There's already the Eye of Horrors. Sonya has not committed to the lead, but they could have tried to close the gap here, I suppose. But yep, there we have it. The first kill, the first last rights kill at that, so a bit of a cooldown reduction for Malthael. Gives them a slight advantage. I mean, they are level ahead right now. So more than just a slight advantage, I suppose. But yep, here we go. What else are we gonna get? Are they gonna be able to push the bot lane out a little bit further? Because the wall is already destroyed. So that's a good one. Might be able to do a little bit more. Zeratul is already coming in at the top left and is going straight up for the camp. But there's the invade. They're trying to be aggressive around it. But it's already been sniffed out very, very quickly. Zeratul is not happy about the situation. But again, Brightwing doesn't even have to jump to the top. She's still at the bottom of the map trying to rock the global and get a bit more experience for them. So there's that. And off we go. 24 stacks for Tychus. 30 stacks for Cassia. Objective is up. And the first one was already won by Chili Mountain, and their position is even better now because, first of all, they are the ones to hit level 13 first. And second of all, they got Odin. And it seems like they're trying to pressure the bot and the mid lane. So this is a bit of bad news for Team Ash because they're about to lose a fort at the bottom of the map, and if they don't play attention in the middle, then they might lose some hit points on the fort there too. So that could be bad news. So once again, we have that macro approach from Chili Mountain. I've mentioned it earlier. Now they're moving towards the top. They're transitioning here. They get the stun out. No. Not like this. Renella moved straight in for the Eye of Horrors and saved Sonya's ass. But yeah, that was still a decent one. Now Tychus, he still has Odin up. So Tychus can easily go for Odin here. They have 28 stacks, and once that they are rotating topside, that's definitely a nice play for them to make. Level 13 talents, then again, give Chili Mountain a slight advantage, and they are catching up in the minion stack, so there's at least that. What else are we gonna get? A little bit of a slam, bam, wham on Uther. Uther! And the Divine Shield on himself. They are getting the objective, though. They're actually winning this one. They're taking it. 39 to 35, and there it is. Arcane Punisher is in. Can they get the kill against Jojo? VP full on isolation, but they can't stop Jojo before she gets the trade back up again. Sonya is incredibly low, though, and there's the double kill. Nice. They get the kill on Sonya, they get the kill on Jojo, and they drop Tychus. It's a triple, baby. And there's Chromie down too. She gets slapped around a little bit. And that's the end of her. Yay! Yeah, that girl is way too kinky. Exactly, you said it first. 5-man wipe. Ana is down. And that is the end of the fort at the top. Zeratul already escorted more minions into the mid lane. So that fort is also suffering a lot. And guess what? Our boy riding the money pig in style is at the bottom of the map. Busy once again using the cleave build to take down all of the minions here. They are losing everywhere. Chili Mountain coming in big time around objective number 2. The level 13 talent advantage, of course, gave them a big lead on this. Sonya, she wanted to go for the 1v1, but of course Brightwing is there. Now, to be fair, Ana is also in possession of more or less a global here. But, well, there's that. 6 kills to 1, and they are looking Gucci over here. Oh, Azerite, the Divine Shield once again, and the heal. Zelia in the back, he needs to be careful. Zeratul doesn't give a shit. Zeratul is just sitting at the bottom of the map, and Gia's just like, nah, I don't care. Goes straight up for cleave again on level 16. Uther has fallen. Zeratul doesn't care. And well, that's it. Can anybody explain to me, by the way, why, like, honestly, Zeratul knew about Corona before anybody else did. That guy has been wearing a mask for years. I still don't understand why, because he doesn't have a mouth. But, I mean, you know, doesn't always have to make sense, right? Maybe just has a super ugly face. Given that he's a Protoss, I can totally see that. So, probably the best explanation. 2 stacks for Malthael. That's a 10-second cooldown reduction for our boy already. We got a 2-level lead. And, again, it's Team Arthas that is in trouble. They need to find some kind of opening here. And I like their play in general around the objective. Again, you have a strong combo, especially with Odin. But if you are trailing behind with the talent the entire time, then that doesn't really bode well for you. And once again, it seems that Chili Mountain is just focusing heavily on macro games too, so there's that. But anyways, Sonya is at the bottom of the map. Talking about Sonya being at the bottom of the map, she needs to be really careful. Morenas, dude, you're way too far out. Here comes Uther. Sonya, no leap. Nope, you're not going to get out of this one, girl. That's a kill, and that's another stack for Malthael. The aspect of death. So, 3 stacks for him now. 15-second cooldown reduction. He's getting better and better and better at this, and the damage output is going to increase as the game continues. Azerite is on 40 stacks, this time a little bit slower than normal Skyar Foundry. Shocking, I know, we totally didn't see that coming. But still, kind of okay-ish. Want to be a little bit quicker, but then again, they're not going for a lot of team fights here, so given the circumstances, that's a solid amount. And there's the level 16 finally. So, to talk a little bit about the bright side here, Team Arthas has now an opportunity to fight for the objective on even talents. They might be 2 levels behind, and that's a problem because you're lacking in stats. I mean, again, the stats advantage for Chili Mountain is going to be significant, given that there's a full-on 2-level lead. But, at least on talents, which is more important, they're dead even. So there's that. Polymorph is in, there's the stun, and... ooh, that one hurt. Jojo is bye-bye, and they might even get another kill. Brightwing, do we get another polymorph? Indeed we do, but he's getting away. The problem is that Morenas likely does not. There's already the VP on Ana, they want to get her too. And guys, that's another kill. That has to be another kill. Granny gets... Tychus is down. Granny is on the run. And I gotta say, for her age, she is pretty nimble, but not fast enough to outrun all 3 of them. So, yeah. This is a bit of a farming simulator at this point. 3 kills. Oh, sorry, 3-level lead. 9-kill lead that they have. And, whew. yeah, they go for the next objective. And they're already pushing the keep, and why wouldn't they? The objective is going to move through the bot lane immediately, and that's exactly where you want to have that Punisher shine. And we have a 4-level lead now, and a level 20. With the level 20, we get the Infinite Lightning, a little bit more bounce, bounce, bounce. And we got the Shadow Mending on top of that too. Redemption for Uther. And Chili Mountain has stepped it up for game number 5. Oh, yes, they did. The Mortar Punisher is already underway. There's the setup with the Blessed Shield. They desperately need that kill, but they can't get it. Instead, they might lose one here. Malthael, he sees the last right. He sees the last rights attempt. Hit it, baby, hit it! Not like this. Ah, Jojo is down. Stack number 5 acquired. He's like, boys, don't kill her, don't kill her. Wait for me, wait for me. Need to get my stacks together. The keep is down. The team is dying. It's a triple kill as Tychus falls. The core is wide open. And our boys are going for all the glory. And 1 million esports dollars. That's it. 15 kills to 3, and Chili Mountain decides the series with a 3-2 in their favor. Nicely done, and congratulations to the blue team as they lock in the W here at the Masters Clash.